Okay. All right. Let's start. I'm start sharing everywhere. Let me do the watch parties first. All right. And if you can share to like our group chats and COJ. People watch parties. Watch parties. Who are watch parties?
Okay, and next up, COJ.
All right. Are you in the self-support group also?
Yeah, I already submitted it
Okay.
there, or shared the link there.
Okay.
You're gonna have to do TMDD because I already left TMDD.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I couldn't make most of the lives, so I was like, not really worth me paying $20 a month.
I think you would have really liked last night's TMDD. Joe basically went over basically how every single little thing you can write off in your taxes as like in different with whatever different industries you're in.
Well, that's if you're a business owner, though,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
which I'm kind of far from being a business owner, but it is what it is. But I get what he's talking about, though.
But it blew all of our minds. Just everything you can write off. Like, for instance, like all of Joe's vacations. Uh, yeah,
Oh yeah, especially with all his trips to Vegas and all.
yeah. Huh. Just trying to see the timer. Okay, let me. All right, all right, audience, give me a little bit and give us a little bit. We'll get started. Uh, okay, I just finished the watch parties. Now I'm sharing them out to a few places. And you shared it on COJ, right?
Yep, just finished.
Okay. Okay. Um, mm, mm, mm. Live shows, live streams. Okay. Alright, almost done. Alright. I think that should be it. Alright. Oh, we have 7 viewers. And alright, let's get started. Let me remove these. All right. All right. Ready. And 5, 4, 3, 2. What is up, beautiful peoples of the internet? Welcome to TBG Spills the Tea, where we go over our weekly viral news. And this week, we got Professor Xavier Go with us and me. Oh, y'all know me. Y'all see me all the time. Y'all hear me all the time. It's just us two this week. The other,
Two-man show.
huh? Yep,
Two-man show.
2-man show. The other two, FBG. They got too famous to hear more. Gave them a shout out. So they're all enjoying all the money and hoes out there. They ain't got time for us no more. So, but hopefully we'll see him again next week. But because it's just the two of us, we're gonna get into some be able to get into some deeper conversations, deeper analysis.
And no more Burpee Boy Ben either.
Hold on. Uh,
Jesus
oh,
Christ.
Park Ave, that one's for you.
Hashtag cancel.
All right. All right. So before we jump into this first article,
Here we go.
This stream brought to you again by Bacardi Lime. So what? Last time I did 5-6 seconds. All right. Count me down. Count me down from 8 seconds. All right.
Ready? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh. That was good. Ah, a good thing it has that lime flavor to it. But, alright.
Good thing this is a wholesome Christian family channel, right?
I'm going to hell. Alright.
I think most of us are, but it's okay.
Alright. We got a comment. Hey, Chris goes, oh no. Alright. Where was the last place you traveled to that you actually flew to?
Toronto, Montreal, Canada.
Montreal.
Sorry. Toronto in Ontario.
Okay.
Why did I mix those two up?
Yeah, I think the last place I actually flew to, shit. So I had flown to Dubai, like two Christmases ago. It was like for
Vacation.
No, it wasn't vacation. It was actually for a study abroad, so I can like kind of study how business is done over there. And then we went to Oman for a little bit. It was also kind of a cross cultural studies class too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah,
nice.
I went to Toronto like literally 2 months before lockdown started happening for the Great Plague. So I'm kind of fortunate that I did get a little bit of travel time in, but at the same time, it's also kind of sad to think about because it's like, when's the next time that we can all travel safely?
The airlines are actually projecting it'd be even past summer of 2021
I'm not surprised,
they're able
especially
to.
when you consider how long it takes to create a vaccine.
Oh yeah. Yes. Supposedly the vaccine. They say the vaccine's gonna come second quarter of about second quarter of next year.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I mean, with everything going on, I'm pretty sure they're being pushed a lot harder to get things done a lot faster.
Well, I mean, let's hope this vaccine doesn't mutate COVID into like a zombie virus, and then, then this shit will become I Am Legend.
That movie will come out before the vaccine does.
I Am Legend 2.
No, no, a movie about vaccines turning us into zombies.
Oh, there's gonna be somebody that's gonna make a movie about that just to capitalize off of like our current
Oh yeah,
situation.
yeah. I already,
Because there's a huge trend about like people's like what they're viewing. Like a lot of people are viewing um like pandemic or epidemic related content on Netflix or YouTube or
yeah.
whatever.
Like, isn't I think there was a movie that was popping that was called a pandemic or plague or something on Netflix.
The movie with Jude Law.
I think so.
I
But
forgot what the name of it
yeah.
was, but
Oh, if y'all know what it is, drop it in the comments. Let us know.
it was a
But
good movie though.
uh, but yeah, yeah. But like me, like, all right. What do you miss most about flying?
Honestly,
I know it ain't those small chairs.
honestly, absolutely nothing. I mean, I don't hate flying and I'm not afraid of flying.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, I find flying as a minor
Mm-hmm.
inconvenience for my vacation
Uh,
or whatever it is I'm doing
I mean,
because it's like the air is kind of stale when you're
mm-hmm.
on an airplane, especially when you're on an airplane from like the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
to the other side of the world.
Yeah, yeah. If it was like 22 hours from here to Dubai.
Yeah, for me it was like if I went from where I am in New Hampshire, and then to Hong Kong, that's like 18-20 hours, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. It was not an enjoyable place for me because I was stuck there, and behind me was like these little kids, and a lot of times they was running around everywhere. Luckily, luckily, I had unlimited free wine. I had I had sleeping pills. I think that I think sleeping pills is a necessity when flying for like across the world.
True.
I just
That and then some decent movies too. I've been on some flights where there was like nothing to watch, and I'm like, dude,
no, that's why I bring my
bruh.
iPad. I just I have put all Naruto on my iPad when I
Oh
went.
dear God, why torture yourself? That's like there's so many episodes.
Well, it's a long flight. I know I'm not gonna finish, I damn sure know I'm gonna be entertained.
It's like original Naruto was like, if you include fillers, was like 200 episodes, and
Yeah.
then Naruto Shippuden, the sequel series, was like 500.
Oh, damn! I never. Yeah, I didn't really dabble into Shippuden. By that time, I was
It's
like too
better
busy
than
in college.
original, trust me, but I don't know how much worth it is to really go through with it.
Yeah, I should really check it out. Oh, but
I was only into it because like, well, I grew up on the series, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll keep going even into my adulthood.
I mean, people still nowadays are watching it. Like I was in college. I was in college, and my homeboy, he started talking about Naruto, and I'm like, damn, I watched this 10 years ago. Why are
It's
kids
like shit,
nowadays?
dude, you're a weeb too.
Yeah. Well, I was more of a weeb. I was more of a weeb, growing up when it wasn't cool. I was watching,
Now it is cool. It's
yeah,
mainstream.
I was watching Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Tension. I mean, way before it started popping. I was,
Yeah.
I was,
But yeah, the like regarding the flights, like I've always found it more of a it was always more annoying to be on,
yeah.
if anything. Like I didn't hate it,
Mm-hmm.
but I just view it as a minor
Oh,
inconvenience right before you have fun. You know what I mean?
yeah, I feel yeah. But apparently there are lots of people that think otherwise.
Oh
So
boy.
so now, flights around the world, airlines around the world are now booking flights to nowhere. The plane would just fly out for 7 to 10 hours and coming right back. Since borders are closed, they've lost about three airlines have lost about $3 billion each ever since in 2020
Wait, so are these flights taking off with or without passengers?
with passengers. They're selling tickets $500 to $2,000 a ticket for a 7 to 10 hour flight, and this is like globally, not just a certain country. Everywhere is doing it, so people are missing flights that much. But I'm thinking, what if your flights had, what if you had like a whole row of seats to yourself? Would that have been that bad? You wouldn't be like all squeezed in next to somebody.
That sounds kind of nice, but I don't know about that because it's like if you land and then all of a sudden you have to turn back,
Mm-hmm.
that sounds like it's more of a pain in the ass, if you
Yeah,
ask me.
yeah, but me, I
Because
get.
I mean, yeah, sure, I got all this extra space, but now I have to turn around and experience another 18 to 20-hour flight.
Yeah. Well, well, I mean, that I guess that would be better. I don't know. I guess depending on who you are, that would be better than quarantining at home. And if you have that money to waste, I mean, $500 to $2,000. Well, but then
I mean,
again,
I can't imagine people are actually having fun just flying out there and then having to turn back without entering whatever country that they landed in.
yeah, and really no destination. It's not going to another place. It's going back to the exact same place. You flying out to go back home.
Hell, I mean, I would rather fly into the fucking Bermuda Triangle and disappear into another dimension. That would be more fun than,
Yes, I can understand that. That'll be more exciting.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind meeting a alternate dimension version of myself and tell him how much of a loser he is.
Oh, yeah, I kind of want to do. Wouldn't mind seeing a loser version of myself and slapping shit out of him. But man,
They'll just be like, "Hey, you know where you went wrong in life? You shouldn't have started watching anime."
this just goes to show how bored as fuck people are right now, and I'm guessing the people who are doing this are at least middle class on up. That guy, has excessive income to waste.
I mean, I don't want to be the racist asshole, considering that I hate humans in general equally as a whole.
That's not racist.
This sounds like some white people.
That's
shit.
speciesist. So now you're hating on an entire species, but I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
But my point is that like this sounds like some white people shit. This sounds like some Karen and Ken type of actions that they would undertake.
I mean, it's a luxury that they had, which they don't have anymore. So they would bitch about it, and when an opportunity comes for it to come again, it's something it's something they could say they did that not many other people are doing.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if people were taking flights out of like the really large cities like Los Angeles to go somewhere else just because, well, to be honest, a lot of the big cities here in the U.S. are becoming cesspools.
Yeah.
Like people are actually are doing like an entire exodus out of their home state.
Yeah, I think we had talked about
somewhere more rural.
Yeah, yesterday on TMDD with Joe. Oh, shout out TMDD. We get to talk to Joe Tsukawa once a week. If y'all ain't in it, check it out. We were saying LA and New York has like the highest state income tax, and people are moving away to states like Texas down here where we have no state income tax. Shit, really?
No income tax here in New Hampshire either,
Oh.
but at the same time, I'm like, no, I don't really want any more people over here.
Uh, trying to keep those numbers down.
Trying to keep those COVID numbers down
Yeah.
too.
Oh, well, y'all come over here. The numbers are already high. What's one or two more people? But shit. I can actually see influencers and celebrities wanting to do this. Okay, celebrities maybe to like get an escape from their lives. Influencers doing it so they can put pictures on Instagram, showing that they're flying, they're at an airport.
Yeah. I'm actually curious how many of these new migrants from the big cities are going to be, well, trying to vote in the same type of people that ruined their states in the first place.
Oh,
That's kind of my worry about like those, you know, the city slicker migrants moving into like the more rural areas.
oh yeah. So would this also bring up the argument of if people would vote on Trump again, seeing as how he ruined our country?
I don't know if people are actually smart enough to learn their lesson the first time. That's the thing. Then again, I don't really have that much faith in human beings.
Yeah,
So
I don't blame you.
I mean, hell, I like there's a joke here in New Hampshire that we make, or at least that I make regularly, is that Trump shouldn't build a wall around Mexico to keep all the Mexicans and Central and South Americans out of the U.S. We should be building a wall around New England to keep other people out.
Oh, but did you hear? He wasn't gonna build it. He was gonna get Mexicans to build it.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
So if anything,
Wonder how that would work. He didn't figure out a good plan for that, did he?
no, that. Well, I don't know. Is that no that wall ain't up, or not fully up.
Or actually, New Hampshire people, they want a wall to keep the people from Massachusetts out. Because the thing is that a lot of our beaches actually end up getting ruined by people from Massachusetts. So that's why there's that joke that goes around of us building the wall to keep people out.
Oh, that must be the same way New York people feel about Jersey people.
I have a feeling that might be the case with Californians moving to Texas and whatnot.
I don't know. We from my experience, we actually have a lot of Cali people have moved down here before, and vice versa. Because we have a big Asian community over here with a lot of family over in Cali, and vice versa.
True. Meanwhile, New Hampshire is like one of the whitest states in the country. But hey, the air is clean.
Wait, there's a queen?
The air is clean.
Oh, that's true. Oh, we have. Oh, hey, Cindy. Cindy misses me. Oh, so alright. Oh yeah. One last thing. There's actually been complaints about these airlines making flights to nowhere. Environmentalists are actually concerned and complaining that it's going to be polluting the air.
Yeah, we were already doing really well when we were actually talking about like off camera the like how because everyone stopped driving around and flying around that like especially in big cities where there's extra smog and whatnot, like their skies are actually becoming really clear because no one's traveling around as much.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
quarantines and lockdowns happening. Now I feel like people are being more complacent, and that they just stop caring. So naturally, they're just gonna travel around again, and this seems like it's the case if that's what you're referencing.
Yeah, this is my thing. Environmentalists are, from my experience, they're gonna bitch no matter what. They're always gonna
That's
find
true.
something to bitch about. They're always gonna find something to fight for, and there's always gonna be something to fight for. So they stay activists.
They're looking for something to fight for.
Yeah. Well, they call them activists for a reason. They stay active. All right. All right. Ready for the next article?
Next article. Let's go.
Give me a second.
Do you want me to count you down?
Okay, yeah. From 9 this time.
9 seconds?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yo, take it easy, man. We've only gotten through one article so far.
Apparently you've never been to my party. we finished like 5-6 bottles in one night.
Jesus Christ, rest in peace, your liver.
Hey, I've primed my liver through my college years and my partying days.
Oh, you frat boy, you.
All right. So, what is your favorite like fully ethnic movie? Like, for example, mine is
Crazy Rich Asians, right?
Crazy Rich. No. Mine's actually Mulan. I mean, well, not the new one. The original one.
Are you talking about Disney?
No. Yeah. The original Disney Mulan, but like
the original cartoon, right?
Yeah, but like fully, full cast, like a fully historical, like ethnic group for the entire movie. I mean, Crazy Rich Asians is a good one too, but not exactly my favorite. You know?
Right. I mean, I could easily say that's like my favorite like ethnic movie, but I don't know. I want to give a different answer for that, just because that's an answer that comes up way too often.
What, Crazy Rich Asians?
Yeah, as like a favorite like all Asian cast movie.
Yeah.
So what's the criteria for this question?
Okay.
Is it?
I guess like a full.
Does it have to be American made or?
It doesn't have to be.
Okay. If that's the case, I'd have to say one of my favorite movies ever comes from Hong Kong. It's called Flashpoint. It stars Donnie Yen, and it's one of the very first few MMA / kung fu movies to ever come out.
Oh shit! Do they have a dub version of it?
Potentially, I'm not too sure.
Oh,
Last time I checked, it was on Netflix, but that was a while ago. I don't know about now.
Oh no, I mean like an English dub version.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Oh,
I think maybe the voicing is only in Cantonese, but still, the action choreography was amazing because Donnie Yen, instead of fighting with kung fu, he's fighting with mixed martial arts.
Oh.
So you see his kickboxing, his Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and wrestling. It's pretty awesome.
Oh. Well, I'm definitely gonna check that out. But like, there was this. I was gonna jump on Netflix tonight, but my girl told me to watch this one Korean movie called The Beautiful Place. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but yeah, where I'm going is, what if these movies had to meet a particular criteria, like including a white person or a black person, to be able to win awards? Let's say, what if Mulan had to have a white person in there for it to qualify to win Best Picture?
Yeah, but then it will become like one of those white savior movies.
Yeah, and people
like The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise.
Exactly,
is a good example.
And people are already complaining about its historical accuracy.
Historical accuracy when it comes to what, Mulan?
Yeah. Well, Well, I mean, like Mulan
We
was.
don't know. We don't really know what happened with Mulan, honestly, because the origin of Mulan came from a Chinese poem. We don't know whether or not she existed.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, I actually watched like a YouTube documentary about it. There's actually a couple of theories that's stated for it to be true, but but like, it was a couple. But say, but that would actually impede on the artistry and accuracy and the historical accuracy of it, right?
Yeah, probably. Actually, I just thought of a good example of your diversity criteria that you just mentioned. Do you know the Chinese movie that came out in 2016 called The Great Wall?
The Great Wall?
It's
Nah.
yeah, there are two white actors
Mhm.
that are the main characters. Um, Matt Damon and then Pedro Pascal.
Is it a Chinese?
Well,
Is it a Chinese movie? I'm assuming.
it is a Chinese made movie, yeah. Except obviously Matt Damon and Pedro Pascal are speaking in English and they're playing as Europeans. But oh yeah, Willem Dafoe is also in it. So third white guy in the film.
Oh, so okay. So did that affect? Do you feel that it affected the historical accuracy in the movie, or like were they in there because they were in there for because of their names?
I think it was. I think it was. Like one, it was because they're big names in Hollywood.
Mhm.
Two, I'm pretty sure like they were in it because they were trying to make the white guy saves the you know people in trouble type of saves the ethnic group type of trope.
Oh, okay. Oh, how did how did audiences feel about that?
Mm, honestly, last time as I recall, the Great Wall got like under 20% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
So it didn't do that great. I watched the movie like years later after it came out,
uh-huh.
and I was like, ugh, I can see why this movie I can see why it didn't do so hot.
Uh, oh,
I mean, it's one of those monster movies basically,
oh, okay.
and they somehow tried to make it so that the white guys save the day.
Uh, all right. So check this out. The Oscars are implementing new guidelines to take place in 2024 to where criteria where 2 out of the 4 has to be met. So they gotta represent diversities in 2 out of 4 categories. So the diversities are disabled and handicapped, LGBTQ, the alphabet people, and a minority. And they gotta be easy.
What's number 4?
No. Those are diversities that need to be represented.
Okay.
The categories are that need to be represented and are behind the camera, like the camera crews, the producer, director,
Okay.
the cast, in front of the camera, interns. They gotta have interns, and audience development. So basically, they have to. I guess part of the story needs to represent a minority audience. So
that's gonna be hard.
Yeah, so those criteria, 2 out of those 4 criteria have to be met for it to qualify to be Best Picture. Now, this brings up like a couple. Actually, brings up a couple of different arguments, which Hollywood is actually uh, is actually up in an uproar over. So okay, let's look at art, right? Let's say a painter has to draw a painting but for it to be qualified as a great or best painting, they have to use a particular color. They have to use, say, black or brown or yellow. I mean, this is white already on the painting. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I mean, do you think that that impedes on the artistry?
It's really tough to say because with woke, ugh, that's hard to say. Woke
Woke
culture
culture.
and all, like they're gonna be heavily backing this up, and I feel bad for anyone who's trying to direct a historical period movie.
Yeah, this is gonna bring criticism to every movie coming out here on forward.
I mean, if it's modern day, then sure, whatever.
I mean, even if it's modern day, what if the story takes place in, say, Africa or somewhere in Asia where there's like not many or no other minority?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Africa, it's very much homogenous. If you go to like East Asia, for example, like generally the societies are going to be homogenous. They're going to be mostly one particular ethnic group. Now, mind you, there's obviously different ethnic groups in East Asia, but I mean, for example, China, like the majority ethnic group is Han Chinese, which is basically what I am.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't make sense to have, for example, a lot of black people and a lot of white people in the film just to fulfill the requirements that is being asked for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes no sense. It impedes on their artistry.
I mean, places like Shanghai, like I can see that getting away with it, but if you go into the countryside, you're not gonna find any white people or any black people or any other form of people out there. It's going to be mostly either Han Chinese or a particular ethnic Chinese group.
Yeah, and what if the story is about a little girl, growing up and struggling in the outskirts or in a small little village, with no white, black, or brown people there. Should they?
Yeah, and then it'll make even less sense if they star a black guy to be her dad.
Yeah, or I mean, or even like have a black, brown, and a white guy, in the background when the people living there know damn well there's no minorities in that area.
Exactly. I mean, in Vietnam, how many white people do you ever come across?
Yeah,
assuming you're not in Ho Chi Minh City.
I actually went to Vietnam I mean, it was like 3 years ago, like around Christmas, and when we went to the jungle and the village areas, I mean, there were no others there. I mean, other than some of the tourists that came with us, but those are just tourists. They don't count.
Exactly.
So that, like I said, that's impeding on artistic creativity, historical accuracy, just to qualify for Best Picture. So
no, I mean, just to flip to the other side, like if you're making a movie like a drama, for example, of like the bubonic plague epidemic that happened in the 1300s in Central Europe.
Mm-hmm.
It's only going to be white people during that time period.
Yeah, so
it really is.
Already that movie's out of running.
Yeah, already that movie's out of running.
So So this actually makes me think of the argument of what's it called like when certain businesses have to hire a certain minorities and meet a quota.
There's a
For
term for
that?
that.
Yeah. There's an actual term for that. I don't know. Uh, well, this actually started back in the 80s, just in the 80s, like because certain underrepresented minorities weren't getting hired, and affirmative action. I think it was affirmative action.
Yeah, I can't really
Yeah,
confirm
something like
that
yeah.
though.
There was a law passed where certain businesses had to hire a certain amount of minorities and meet certain quotas.
Right.
And like, I mean, as a minority myself, as a multiple minority, as an Asian, and as a handicapped minority, I mean, I should be all for that, right? Because it gives me a better chance at getting hired. But I understand I understand that, like, I actually believe in best man for the job, best woman for the job.
Best person for the job.
Yeah, best person for the job. So I wouldn't want to be hired on because I was a minority or a handicap to fill certain numbers. And that would make me feel used. That makes me feel a little dirty.
I mean, it's not within the same context, but the idea is the same.
Yeah,
It's kind of
on the
similar to
business
how in
side, on the business side of it, that's the same idea. You know?
well, I was about to say when it comes to uh what's that term for when you know a certain person who's higher up in a company and you therefore get a job in that company because of that person?
There's favoritism. There's nepotism.
Nepotism, that's the
Well,
one I'm
yeah,
looking for.
that's nepotism is when they're family.
Yeah, but
Favoritism is when you have a relationship with them, and
really, I thought nepotism doesn't have to be family necessarily.
Oh, okay. I thought it was family, but you're probably yeah.
But my point is that it doesn't make sense and it's not fair that somebody gets a job because of the fact that
Like, a quota has to be filled.
yeah, like apparently the vice president of Sig Sauer of New Hampshire, the gun company.
Yeah.
Apparently he's very incompetent at his job, so he's switched positions like every so often because like he only got his job because of people that he knew within the company.
Yeah. So that's one of the complications that could happen if you hire somebody that's not qualified but fits fits those certain quotas.
Exactly the point I'm trying to make.
As a business owner, I would prefer to hire the best well, as a future business owner and a past organization runner. Well, even past business runner, I would prefer to hire somebody else best qualified for the job because I know that job will be handled, at that person's best ability, which is going to be high and fits that job, rather than hiring somebody to meet because it would help me qualify for certain tax breaks or certain funding.
Exactly.
Because even though I might get that funding, I might lose business. I might have to pay spoilage for the mistakes of that person.
It may be bad in the long run, basically.
Yeah. So let's say a movie, let's say Mulan, right? Let's say the original Mulan, because I don't want to use the new Mulan as an example. let's say
We talking about Disney cartoon Mulan?
let's go with the cartoon.
All
Let's
right.
go with the cartoon. So that cartoon, let's say, what if it had like a random white or Mexican or black person in there?
Oh, that would be entertaining as fuck. I'll watch the shit out of that. Although that might get me to start drinking again because of how bad it is.
See,
No offense to the black person or whichever other like non-Asian
oh, what
actress
mean
that
Eddie
decides
Murphy
to
was
portray
in that
Mulan.
movie? But yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. It would totally mess up the historical accuracy of it, But they might qualify for Best Picture. But I would.
I'm actually picturing like a really ghetto Mulan. I mean that's bad of me to think about, but I'm just thinking about like just someone extremely ratchet
Mhm.
portraying Mulan.
Oh, you know this influencer out there called Black China.
Isn't she a singer or whatever? Or
Oh yeah, yeah, I think so. I just love how love how our influence.
she's she's not actually Asian, is she? Like partially?
I'm not sure. I
Because if
don't.
she's not, that's appropriation.
That's
She needs to be canceled then.
I, oh, that's a whole nother argument I can get into. I mean, don't you just love how our culture has influenced like American culture and hip hop culture? You
It's
know,
toxic, honestly.
our culture. But yeah, sushi has taken over American culture. Like Bruce Lee is all over hip hop culture.
Still?
Yeah, still.
Oh, okay.
And Bruce
That's
Lee
good.
is a legend. He's never going away. He's always going to be in our memories and in our culture.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I am a Bruce Lee fan after all.
So, but shit. And I think the last argument about this is Hollywood is saying that the Oscars. This is This is a publicity stunt rather than them trying to be progressive. Because of our times right now, they're just trying to get attention. They're just trying to get into the media, get in the news right now.
Not sure what I think about that.
I mean, we're talking about it. The media is talking about it. It's in the past 2 weeks. It's been all over different media outlets.
I wonder how cancel culture is
Yeah.
going to react to it, though.
I'm I don't know. I think yeah, cancel culture and woke culture are
Or woke culture, rather.
yeah. I mean yeah. I think they'll be all for it. They'll support it. It gives them more shit to bitch about with every movie, every TV show coming out.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to support like an Asian guy portraying Julius Caesar.
Uh,
You get what I mean?
matter of fact, there was this movie that they were talking about this movie that Disney came out with, uh, a, a, a Southern Song or something that's hidden away that had that was about slavery, and they had white people doing blackface in there. That movie would have qualified. That movie would have qualified for this best picture because they had white actors in a movie about slavery. I mean, no, wait, all about slavery. Like though, I don't think the masters were there, but they had white people doing blackface.
But would they still accept that, though?
Well, I mean, it meets the criteria. There's
But still, they're portraying as a black person, though.
it's gray area.
So yeah, that's what I was wondering.
And shit. I mean, I guess if Mulan had people doing yellowface, that wait, I don't think there was any other minorities in Mulan in the new Mulan. Not that I could.
Yeah, they had mostly they had an all Asian cast.
Yeah. So that wouldn't qualify as best picture. Too bad, Disney.
Rest in pieces.
Yeah. And I don't know about all the new Star Wars. Is it a multi ethnic cast?
Um, the past few movies have been, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So it'd be like that going forward. But they don't want just like minorities. They want LGBTQ. They want disabled individuals.
Yeah,
So
the way I see it with this new requirement, gonna be they're gonna be trying to force those characters to have relevance in the in like whatever it is they're trying to like film and portray.
yeah. And it doesn't make sense. And there was actually an argument, an article saying, if you try to force a handicapped person, on the screen that don't belong there, it's going to be a bad portrayal that of the handicapped community, and then they'll be
Hell, it
in an
already
uproar.
happened with the girl who played Rose in Star Wars Episode 8 and 9.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
watch it. What
Oh,
happened? Oh,
you good?
yeah, yeah. I haven't watched that yet. What happened?
Oh, basically, like the director Ryan Johnson for Episode 8, he kind of forced a romance between the main character Finn, the black guy,
Uh huh.
and her,
Uh huh.
and it kind of failed. And then by Episode 9, she pretty much had a very non-existent part in that movie. Like
Oh.
she got maybe 2 minutes of screen time, like
Mm.
the whole movie.
So now doing that is affecting people's careers.
Yeah, basically.
So I really don't see this going. This doing the movie
But then
industry
again,
any
it's
good.
not her fault. The her character was just very poorly written and it was very forced.
See, forced. That's the word. That's the main word for this article. Forced. Like anyone that wants to win, that wants to qualify for best picture, is forced to to represent diversity.
It's like good luck winning an award now.
Yeah, I say represent diversity if it makes sense. Have a handicapped individual if it makes sense to the story. Have an LGBTQ ABCDC character if it's representative of the story. Have a minority if it represents the story. Don't put a black, brown, white man in China if they don't belong there.
Hmm. Exactly my philosophy.
Yeah. Oh damn, that was a good article to go over. All right, ready to jump into your article?
Yep, I am. And this one would be good since, I mean, works for you since you're in Texas. Wait, are you doing
All right,
another chug?
all right, go through yours while I do while I chug it. Like ask
Okay.
your question while I chug it.
Oh God. Okay, fine. So you're a Houston resident, right? So, um, not sure if you knew about this, but Austin, they actually they had their police funding cut,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a Texas police group that they set up like signs and billboards telling drivers to enter at your own risk
So
when you enter Austin.
so that's what they're spending their defunded money on.
Guess so. I mean, they had apparently 34% of their department's funding cut.
Okay, so I mean, this was gonna happen though. This
Yeah,
this isn't it happening nationwide, or is it per state?
I don't. I'm pretty sure this is specifically for if you're entering Austin.
Okay, okay, all right.
Yeah, this whole warning sign thing. It was made by the Texas Municipal Police Association, which is the largest police group in Texas.
First of all, this sounds like they're just bitching about a bad situation that they're in. This is just letting people know, oh, woe is me.
I
And
don't know. I'm kind of on the other side of it where
huh?
it's like now police have less funding to do their job.
well,
You know what I mean?
I mean, like from my understanding, the police was spending a lot of money on gear that wasn't necessary,
That's true too. There's a lot of that going on.
and and also there's a lot of like corruption in there and misusage of funding.
Yeah, especially buying unnecessary equipment that they don't need or will even ever need in the first place.
So I mean, cutting their funding, like they need. I don't know if they have someone in there to do this, but finding someone to smartly reallocate their money.
Well,
Get a business
here's the
person in
thing with
there.
that is that if in order to do that, they need to do a full revolution and completely change the leadership. That's what they need
Well,
to do.
yeah.
That's the only way they can actually properly allocate funding to uh, more important things like training police.
hmm Well, it's not, isn't it? Okay, I'm not sure. I don't know, but you may know this. The decisions made in the police department, is it done by one person or is it done like by like a board?
I am not entirely too sure about that, but I'm pretty sure the chief of police usually has the end say.
Oh, well then that's
I'm fairly
definitely,
certain, but don't quote me on that.
yeah. If that's the case, then it's definitely not done by a board
Yeah,
because
because the only board I've ever heard of for police would be internal affairs, which they're the ones who are part of the police department and they look into certain corruption that's
yeah,
happening with their department.
yeah. Internal affairs, is that federal? Is that more of a federal department or is it state?
I think it's state.
Okay. Uh, well, I mean, like, I guess internal affairs is more. I guess it would be really more organized and than a department would, because when a company is run by one person, it's a lot easier for corruption to happen when rather than when there is a board. It takes more people to vote on things for a decision to be made, for money to be allocated in different places. But maybe that's one thing that can be that can be implemented, so there will be less corruption, a better way to allocate money, or even have somebody come in, like say an accountant that's been in law or work has been in the police field to kind of help decide where the best way to allocate certain funds.
Yeah, I
And
need to ask my I need to ask my cousin who lives in New York City because he was actually a former police officer for the Chinatown precinct in New York City.
oh shit, he must have seen some shit going through there. You know, one of my favorite movies. You ever watch The Corruptor?
I don't think I've ever
Yeah,
heard of it.
The Corruptor. It's Chow Yun Fat and what and that dude from uh
Oh,
like
it's a Chow Yun Fat
yeah,
movie.
Chow Yun Fat, and what's that dude? Like he was in The Big Hit. I think he was like Marky Mark.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg's in
Mark,
this
yeah, yeah,
movie.
yeah, Mark Wahlberg.
Wait, was this before or during his rap career?
Yeah, it was like a little bit after his rap career. It came out in like the late '90s. Yeah,
Oh, I'm already reading the what's it called? Like the synopsis of it. I'm liking the plot to this
yeah,
movie.
you should definitely watch that movie.
That's on my to watch list
Yeah,
now.
I try to watch that movie at least once a year. Once it's that good of a movie. But yeah, it's all about like police corruption New York Chinatown.
Yeah, which unfortunately, besides Chinatown, I mean, there's a lot of police corruption in most
Da- Damn near.
police departments.
I mean,
Unfortunately,
yeah, I would say them near like the big, like the more metropolitan areas.
that yeah, probably more along the lines of that makes more
Yeah,
sense.
because this there's more money going around. There's more like bad influences. There's more crime. There's more organized crime. So organized crime would always like high organized crime would always have more money in the police department, and
Hmm.
people are easily persuaded by money, especially cops. They don't get paid enough.
Yeah. I mean, not American police, but I've seen with police in the Philippines.
Uh huh.
Damn, they damn police corruption over there is really big.
How's the crime over
Like
there?
crime.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, depending on where you go, like you could get robbed in Manila like pretty easily if you wander into a bad neighborhood. But I personally like if I was walk when I was walking around Manila, I kept I kept my eye out on anything and everything. Like I stayed vigilant,
Mm.
especially on where I was going
Mm-hmm.
and like when I was going.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, to give you an idea of like the type of corruption in with Filipino police,
Mm-hmm.
um, if you were being pulled over for speeding and they're about to issue you a ticket, you could actually bribe the police to not give you a ticket. That way, you don't have a bad mark on your record.
That's the same thing in Vietnam. I mean, I was asking my homeboy to go to Vietnam a lot. Like, how's the legal system over there, and like how the lawyers work over there? He says like lawyers don't really have much jobs because you can just buy your way out of everything. I
Yeah.
mean, but when it comes to certain things, they are really strict. Like like drugs over there, drugs like if you get caught with drugs over there, they're strict as fuck on you.
Oh, in Vietnam.
Yeah,
Oh, it's the same with Philippines too.
yeah. So, no, but shit. I mean, but the what like are they? Is all the Austin police is all they're doing is putting up those signs saying "Enter at your own risk."
Um, I think part of it is just to get everyone to like support the police again because they do have on their billboards hashtag back the blue.
Okay, so it's like
So
basically for
there's
awareness.
that too.
Yeah, so it's basically kind of for awareness of their situation.
Yeah, because I mean they do that in part to like try and get Austin police funded.
Hmm.
So there's that side, and then there's the other side of the fact that they are going to be reduced in personnel because of their cutting in funding.
Wait, why do they have to reduce personnel when they can maybe, like I said, reallocate some funds to take away maybe I don't know. There's facility benefits that
because they probably won't do that, and they're more willing to
less cops.
pay for less cops and keep their normal amenities and or equipment and whatnot.
Now, the only way I can see for that to be okay is if the crime rate in Austin is low, which I actually I don't think the crime rate in Austin is that bad. It's a very high high class economy over there.
You'll know more than I will
Yeah.
about that, so
Yeah.
I can't really say.
Austin is looking to be the next Silicon Valley.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that
Yeah,
once.
and I mean, Elon Musk is moving down there. I think Rogan said he was going to move his operations over there.
Both Elon and Rogan.
Yep. So oh shit, maybe I'll move over there.
From Houston to Austin.
Actually, yeah. I mean, it's a little bit more expensive over there. You still no state tax, but if I'm looking to open up a business, and especially a business in tech, it will definitely be Austin. Because better me get into Austin right now, before all the property value and property taxes go up.
Yeah.
And
well, hopefully Austin doesn't experience any civil unrest, because then with less police presence plus like civil unrest, that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. I mean, with the higher class economy over there already, there's less. There'll be less likely that there'll be much unrest unless people from Houston see that there'll be less of a police presence over there and decide to move over there, and start up some shit.
Well, I mean, there's a trend that I've seen with the civil unrest is that a lot of the rioters and then the looters, they come from outer state.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I don't know. They might need to be expecting some Houstonians over there then.
Yeah.
So, all right. Ready for the next article?
On to the next one, right?
All right. Go ahead with it.
All right. So you've heard about how Trump, during his presidency, he started a new branch of the military called SpaceForce, right? You know much about it?
Yeah. I've been meaning
off the top of your head.
I've been meaning to watch the Netflix series. I heard Steve Carell's hilarious in there.
I mean, they got one thing accurate is that they're getting some people from the Air Force to join Space Force.
Oh, huh.
So that's one accurate depiction.
Wait, wouldn't they want people from NASA to join it? Wouldn't they want astronauts to join it?
Probably not. I think they want enlisted or either enlisted airmen or commissioned airmen to be a part of Space Force.
All right. So, to be honest, I don't know much about Space Force. So, is this the Elon Musk thing?
No, not at all. Elon Musk thing, he's if I recall correctly, like he's trying to get what was it?
He's trying to get civilians to go to Mars or go to the moon.
Mars, yeah, both the Mars and the moon, I think.
So, he's trying to make it, commercialize space travel.
Yeah, basically, but that's not what I'm talking about here. This is purely a military branch that I'm talking about.
Shit. So we have a Star Wars military branch.
Yeah, I know. But the article I wanted to introduce was that the first members of Space Force, they made their first deployment.
Mm-hmm. Where to?
To the Middle East.
Wait, what planet is that on?
That's a place that encompasses Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria.
Wait, that sounds like Earth locations.
That's because it is.
Wait, what? I thought they were supposed to be going to space.
You would think,
I am thinking,
but for some reason, they got deployed to what was it? The Al Udeid. Sorry, I can't speak Arabic.
Did,
Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar.
did somebody type something wrong into the GPS? Did the navigation?
Not sure,
did
but
the navigation get fucked up?
Yeah, because it's like, how do you go from being called SpaceForce to deploying to the Middle East? A little bit weird there, don't you think?
Hmm. I think they took a wrong turn at Albuquerque or something. Old Bugs Bunny joke.
Oh, okay. I was like, I missed that joke.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'm showing that I'm a boomer. Like Bugs Bunny, every time he comes up the hole and he's at the wrong place, he goes, I must have took the left turn at Albuquerque.
I mean, I watched that originally when I was younger, but I mean, I kind of forgot most everything that happened.
Oh, I grew up in time like Bugs Bunny, DuckTales, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh,
but yeah, 20 airmen from the 20 airmen from the Air Force, they got deployed to Qatar, which is really strange.
What was the ultimate goal? Was it a purpose? Or was it like a test flight?
It doesn't say in the article, but apparently these guys, their specialties are space operations and then like space systems operations.
Wait,
so everything that you can think of that's space related or even NASA related.
Yeah, but you said they're from the Air Force branch of the military, right?
Yep.
So from what I know, I'm going off of what I know from back in 2000 when I was in Air Force ROTC, which probably doesn't mean much now and 20 years later. But I mean, they were only trained to fly planes, and the Air Force actually has more ships than the Navy. But then this was 20 years ago. So maybe the Air Force nowadays actually get astronaut training.
Don't know about astronaut training, but they do handle a lot of like satellite related stuff. I know that for sure.
Wait, but if it's called SpaceForce and you're like launching into outer space, wouldn't you want to have astronaut training?
I don't think they have the kinks worked out yet, man. You're rushing them.
Oh, well then, they should have went to Russia instead of the Middle East.
Well, they also probably should get some space training right now, considering 2020 is not over and the aliens haven't officially invaded us yet.
For all we know, we might not have a planet next year.
Yeah, right.
We'll be doing
either nature will wipe us out or the aliens will. It's one or the other.
I mean, or hell and heaven will actually come up from beneath the earth and start taking over.
Yeah.
Forget that spiritual realm.
Do you know the Halo games?
The Halo games?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. Halo Infinity is supposed to come out next year though.
Yeah.
Not that one.
But you know who the bad guys are in Halo, right?
Yeah. The aliens?
Yeah. Yep, the Covenant, the aliens. I have a feeling if that's what we have to, if we're dealing with an invasion, that's what we're dealing with.
So we're gonna have
something organized.
So we're gonna have some untrained astronaut SpaceForce. Not even SpaceForce X. To fight for us.
Yeah, right?
boy, I hope our whatever department we have, government department we have that handles future technology is is ahead of the game because this space
Although apparently, I can't remember which government department it was.
MIB.
It's either Department of Homeland Security or DoD, Department of Defense.
Not the men.
Apparently, one of those departments does have a contingency plan in case we do experience an alien invasion, like an organized invasion.
That sounds like something we can go into next week.
It sounds like it sounds like another
Conspiracy
episode
theory.
we could entirely spend our time on, but
Uh, I don't know. I don't right now. Right at this point, I don't have much faith in this SpaceForce. And hey, what up, Gohan? Oh, yeah, one of our followers is named Gohan.
oh, nice.
And yeah. Right now, I don't have much faith in SpaceForce X, seeing that they're not. They don't sound like they even have astronaut training, or have even gone to space for their first flight. So hopefully before the alien invasion, they get that down.
We'll see. I mean, this is a brand new branch after all. I'm pretty sure it takes decades before they could even become something actually formidable.
And I actually remember something about okay. This was back. I think this was like back during our Kanye episode, because Elon Musk was one of Elon Musk was one of Kanye's supporters. He said if Kanye became president, Kanye said if he became president, he would put Elon Musk in charge of our space program.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad to say, but I may have more faith in Kanye than our current than Trump or Biden.
Vote for the birthday party.
Yeah, it'll be a celebration when he wins. Oh, Gohan says, "Keep the stream going, my guys." I appreciate it, Gohan.
Thanks for your support, man.
Okay. Oh, but shit. But yeah, hey, Gohan. I'm sorry to say you did catch us at the end, but anything left to say about SpaceForce X? No, I mean SpaceForce.
No, SpaceX belongs to Elon Musk.
Okay.
Space Force belongs to the U.S. military.
Oh, damn! I get that confused.
Yeah, you kind of mix them both together.
Okay,
but it's okay.
It might have been some of this.
Yeah, no shit.
Wait, so what's the Netflix series? Wait, what's the title of the Netflix series? With a
SpaceForce.
It's called SpaceForce?
The Netflix series is literally just called SpaceForce.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was called SpaceForce X.
Nope, wrong one. But
or both of them. But shit. Hey. If that's about it, hey, it was a good. I think it was a good episode. We got some deep conversation. Hey, if y'all enjoyed everything we talked about, hit that like, subscribe, follow, hit that notification button, share this with your friends, because I'm pretty sure they can learn some from it. Laugh about it, laugh at us, laugh at my junk ass.
And for those who missed our live and only showed up at the end, we do have an upload of each individual story.
Yep.
In the following few days, so stay tuned for that.
On Facebook and YouTube. So
exactly.
y'all catch that. Yeah, comment on it. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you If you disagreed or agreed with us, let us know your opinions. Let us know your thoughts. Because if it ain't what I was thinking, I'm gonna argue with you about it. I'll fight you on it. So yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for joining, guys. Come back again next week.
Yeah, we're gonna have some more articles for y'all. All right. Let me end this.